Hello everybody, and as you can see, the season is a changing. The leaves are changing and starting to fall. So I have decided right now is going to be the best time to pull out the shrimp that are in here. Now, I didn't try to do a line of shrimp out here. I just threw literally just a few reds and a few blue jellies out here just to see what would happen, because the number one goal of this pond, my in-ground pond, was to breed as many guppies as I possibly could, and the shrimp I just put out here for fun to see if something would happen. So at first I realized, man, this is going to be hard to catch shrimp, especially during the day, and these are the very first ones I caught. Some interesting shrimp. Now, I've done a lot of videos about mixing shrimp colors and stuff, and my number one, if you want to have two colors of shrimp in the same tank, reds and blue jellies are my number one go-to choice, because you're going to get some pretty cool looking shrimp, and they're closely related enough that you're not going to get a whole bunch of wild crap. So I know over the course of the summer I've learned way more shrimp come out at night. So I put some algae wafers in a couple spots, come out here at night with flashlights, and so we ended up doing I got this is the first great nighttime shrimp hut. That's a hard word to say. And so now you can see we've got them gathered up, and let me tell you, I ended up catching about 100 out of here and over the course of 3 or 4 days, but I probably didn't even catch half of them. So yeah, and here you'll see just how hard this is to catch these guys. Down there at the bottom where it's deep, I can't reach with a regular net, so I'm down here with my leaf net trying to catch shrimp at the bottom, because down here at the bottom of this thing, it's about 4 foot deep. Got one.
One's buried. It's a buried one. This over here. Cold. This got buried before it got cold.
So a couple weeks before I started taking this video, we had a really bad cold snap, and we had nights getting in the 30s, not quite frosting or freezing, but upper 30s. So the guppies I couldn't quite catch, they all kicked the bucket. I got like 99% of the guppies, but there's still a few that every time you go to catch them, they're hiding in rocks. That's a cool looking one right there. So the guppies all are gone, but we had another warm snap where it was getting almost in the 80s during the day and only getting in the 50s and 60s at night. And this was the first night of that. And the goal was to get all these shrimp out of here. Well, we're never going to get all of them, but try to catch as many as we can before the pond is full of leaves. So the good thing about this being deep is I've dug it deep so that I could keep goldfish out here year round, and that's what this pond was a goldfish pond several years ago. So it will not freeze all the way to the bottom, and so the shrimp I can't catch out of here, before things turn real cold, I'm going to shut the pump off and cover it up with plastic and see if maybe, just maybe, that plastic might be enough help. And it's deep enough it won't freeze all the way through. We just might. I don't think so, but we might have shrimp in here come spring. I really don't have high hopes for that, but I'm going to give them the best chance just to see. It'll be fun if I can still have shrimp out here in the springtime. But I really don't think so in Indiana winters. But you never know. Technically, I guess as long as it don't freeze, they might be able to make it, but going for months and months being really cold, I don't know. But then again, with the greenhouse cover on it, well, I'm just gonna put some cheap plastic over it. We might have a chance. It might warm up enough on the warmer sunny days and to keep it from getting too cold on the coldest days. But we'll find out come spring on that
Ew, what is
part of it.
that?
It's like an earwig. I started all up and I can't see him. Not cooperating. Oh, there's a bunch of them right here. A big male.
So I couldn't have done this with the help of some of my family. My youngest daughter was the flashlight holder. My wife was recording me and taking pictures. And I'm holding the flashlight and trying to scoop shrimp out. That's how we made this video. Again, I cannot say enough just how difficult this is. You can see the folds in the liner, the little shrimp guys ducking there. The water, like I said, it's about 4 foot deep right here, close to it. Down there in the very deepest part. So this is not easy.
Oh wait, there's one right there.
Where?
That's there. That. It's like hit it. It's like go down and scoop.
Oh, I can't smash him.
It's like going up the center of it, yeah.
They get up in that fold. I can't get up there. Oh! They get up in the corners there. Oh, man. Look. Oh my gosh, I'm getting so mad. Just get the one.
Yeah.
So now let's move over to the shallow end. Jackpot, baby.
Oh, we got a bunch. You get the light over here, Riley. Over here. I can't hold it. Let's go at the same time.
So this was my first time ever even attempting to do shrimp outside. Now, the big pond with the guppies worked. And I tried to do a couple 100-gallon tubs with shrimp and no guppies. And there's not a single shrimp in the tubs. Now, my theory, I don't know what I'm talking about, but just what I've witnessed my first year trying to do this is that I think the little predatory bugs and stuff are more of a harm to the shrimp than the guppies are. The guppies kept the bugs, the nasty creepy crawlies, in check, and I'm sure they ate tons of shrimp, but I mean there's lots and lots of shrimp in here. We're only starting off with a few, and there's hundreds and hundreds of guppies in here. And then this one also had a whole lot of powerful filtration. I'm sure that, and water flow. I'm sure that probably helped some as well. So the whole point of me doing this experiment this year is because I wanted to try to get some shrimp going outside. And this year was my experimentation. This year was a learning exercise and learning what not to do and some of what to do. So next year I'm going to try to provide protection from the bugs. I think I'm going to go with a greenhouse situation. but I still have all winter to figure that out. If I do a greenhouse, I could probably safely do shrimp outside, even in above ground tubs, from March to November. So that would give me a pretty long period of growing season, considering I'm going to look at it as you're planting some flowers in the spring, or a garden in the spring, and harvest them in the fall. So if I can keep the bugs out, I can put a handful of shrimp in the spring out, and then pull out hundreds and hundreds in the fall, hopefully, if I can figure out a way to keep the bugs at bay. I think I might go with something as easy as a cover over tubs with a bug net, but I might, like I said, I'm thinking about doing a greenhouse to extend my so-called growing season here in central Indiana.
Nothing to fold in the liner. There it is. Look how big that one is. That was awesome.
Alrighty, so I got that one. Let's see if I can catch another one with that one still in the net.
Got it. Red one. The blue one. I think the red one's buried too. And the blue one. Yeah. Yeah. There's another one to get to. Got it or not? Yeah, I thought I got it now. Yeah, there it is right there.
Oh, yeah.
Those are some of the best
That one
and biggest reds I've ever seen. Here's some.
Alright, here's our bounty for the first night. There is really something to be said for being outside and making shrimp look good in the sun. Be just living out there in the sun, eating the natural food, being exposed to natural sunlight. I mean, these are just random scoops of just a few little random baby shrimp I put out here in the spring of mixed colors. And I've got some of the best looking reds, especially, that I've ever seen in my life in person. I mean, some of these shrimp are truly amazing. The thing I can't get over is just how big and vibrant their colors are. It's truly amazing. Really not too bad for some mixed random shrimp. So each night after catching shrimp, I come in here and did some quick acclimation for them. Water's probably pretty similar. I didn't even test it, but I just figured it'd be good for them to do a quick acclimation. And now, the new tank I put up to bring stuff in from the pond has its first shrimp. Pretty cool. That's just the first night of catching shrimp. And here is the second night's bounty of shrimp. Each night we got a little more and more because the whole week was warm. And so that meant the temperature in the pond water was getting higher and higher as the week went along. And the higher the temperature, the more the shrimp were out and active, and the more I could catch them because they weren't just hiding. You can see here we got a ton of them. The second and third nights, we got a ton of shrimp. Here's a nice good look at them. You can tell they're just mixed, but the reds and some of them jellies with red on them, and there's a couple in this batch. That big female right there in the middle, that might be one of the best blue jellies I've ever seen. It just blows my mind how good being outside makes these guys look. It's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome for sure. Here they are in the specimen container getting drip acclimated. This one guy's wigging out. I was like, oh no, we lost one. But you'll see when we dump them into the tank, it was just molting. Alright, time to put the second night shrimp hunt in the tank. Pour all the contents of the water through the net, like I always do, and release them into the tank. Gotta get all of them out of the specimen container first, though. And the big release number 2. Now we got even more shrimp in here. And this is the catch of the third night. I think we got more on the third night with less time and effort than we did the other nights combined, maybe. By the time we got to the third night, after being warm all week and not getting real cool at night, the water temperature was almost 70. It was like 68.4, I think, is what it got up to. So they're all real active and out and about at that point. So we got a lot. And some of these reds, man, the reds look so good. They get so big outside. It just completely blows my mind. Some of those reds are just, wow, they're so big. And here they are, drip acclimating like I did the first 2 nights. Look at all those big, beautiful shrimp. All right, everyone. That's all the ones I got out of the pond this year. So I've learned a lot this year about keeping shrimp outside, and hopefully to improve upon it next year. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.